Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy! Specifically Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. We're doing the first game right now. We'll get to the others eventually. We're still in the first case, but we went to recess. That may have been 2 videos before, but I haven't edited it yet. We're just going right into this because I hate my voice. Yay! Anyways. April 20th, 11:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. That was quite unexpected, Mr. Wright. To suddenly claim there was another person at the scene of the crime like that. Let's ask, is it the truth? Well now, I think you know the answer to that. Oh, being mysterious, are we? Sadly, have no time for mysteries. I only ask that you leave the defending to your defense in the future. Otherwise, I can enter into the outcome. You haven't know that one bit, Kristoff. Justice? Yes, sir. The judge has summoned me to this chamber, so carry on without me. You did well, Apollo. Can I ask you something? The locket you wear. Is that really yours, Mr. Wright? Ah, you're wondering about the victim's disappearing locket. Here, you can take a look at it. There's a picture of my daughter in there. I'm just surprised to hear you had a daughter. Most people are. Perhaps you'll meet her one of these days. One more question. The one who cheated that night, was it you? What do you think? Huh? You know what happened 7 years ago? What I did? Unreasonable for you to think I might cheat? I never, honest, but it is odd that he managed to go undefeated for 7 whole years. Wanna know something? There's only one game where you can be dealt bad cards all night and still win. Poker. Eh? You see, poker is all about reading your opponent. In that way, it's a lot like a court case. Poker is like trial law? Figure out what your opponent is thinking and you win. Well, yeah, but that's harder than it sounds. I think not. Try as I might to conceal it, everyone reveals their true thoughts in the end. Your body language can become a valuable source of information. You're kidding! That witness, for instance, Miss Orly? She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? No. Notice that! Words, habits, twitches, all information for the reading. That's the secret to winning, Apollo. Someone taught me, and now I pass the secret on to you. I'm not worthy. I mean, there's no way I'll pick up on these signals. No, you can do it. Huh? You just don't know it yet. What's he talking about? But you will. Soon. Ah, almost forgot. One more thing. About this case. You should know, I haven't told the truth to anyone yet. What? I knew it. I have my reasons, of course. All shall be revealed. And Apollo, I need you to be there, defending me. I need your power. My power? I had no idea my cords of steel were that special. It's time. The real trial begins now. Do your best. To be continued. Well, that's not awkward at all. I literally was just like, hey, let's call it there because we're going to recess. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. April 20th, 12:14 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court will now reconvene. Has our witness, Ms. Olga Orly, recovered? Yes, Your Honor. She's regaining consciousness. Perhaps we can hear her version of the events again? That's the thing. You see, she's quite fatigued. You're looking a bit fatigued yourself, Mr. Payne. Sadly, fatigue is insufficient grounds for refusing to testify or prosecute. Witness would like to request that Ms. Orly take the stand. Very well. Witness will take the stand. Perhaps you could repeat your name and profession? Or perhaps you'd rather admit that you're a poor liar and poor loser. Not. Name's Olga Orly. That's the truth. I'm a pro dealer. People call me Olga Quick Fingers Orly. Really? Want to know something else? I'm not really Russian. My last name sounds like, oh, really? There, that's the truth. I hope you're satisfied. I guess it was a really. Not Orly. Oh, really? Witness, you will tell the... I should have known. It's Ace Attorney. Witness, you will tell the court what you were really up to that night. Fine, I'll talk. We had a plan, you see? I remind you that you're currently under oath. Any further fabrications will have serious consequences. Fine. Like I said, I'm a pro. That guy Smith hired me to do what I do best. I was playing at Borscht Bowl Club several days prior to the night of the game. As a waitress. So you were in cahoots with the victim. Not that he needed my help. Smith is a well-known poker player in some circles. But winning wasn't the main purpose of this game. It was about destroying a legend, the unbeatable Phoenix Wright. The plan was simple, elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. I was to plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When their hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search Wright. He would then pull out the planted card, and the trap would snap shut. You swap the cards. Exposes the cheater and losing on top of it. He would have made a great double play. Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces. Indeed. Getting caught red-handed, cheating would cast doubt on all his prior wins. A 7-year legend destroyed in one little card. That was the plan. Oh, really? Oh, really? How droll. But it appears you've made quite a mistake. A mistake? I agree. The trap was elegant, yet what happened to the planted card? Hey, that's right. He's lucky, I'll give him that. You'd have to be slipped free from the trap laid by Olga Quick Fingers. Oh, really? Oh, really? The witness would be much cuter if she dispensed with this evil mastermind shtick. Cute? Who wants to be cute? I'm not cute. I'm bad. You hear me? Bad. When you're through being bad, perhaps you could testify to the court. Tell us about this trap, how it was sprung. The best laid traps. That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to, and Wright lost the last hand, just like he was supposed to. Smith searched him, but the planted card was gone. The trap failed. Next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith, it was a no-good cheating defendant. A surprisingly frank testimony still leaves us mostly in the dark. That was perfect, I tell you. Perfect! That rotten cheater had messed it up. Look who's talking. Well, testimony for what it's worth is all yours, Mr. Justice. With witnesses like her, who needs criminals? And with defendants like Mr. Wright, who needs prosecutors? Cross-examination. Laid traps. That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to, and Wright lost the last hand like he was supposed to, and Smith searched him. That card was gone, trap failed. Next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith, it was a no-good cheating defendant.
Hold it!
Let me ask, how's your eyesight? Just who do you think you're talking to? You don't call me Quick Fingers for nothing. I'm a pro, which means my dealing's pro, and my eyesight is pro. Honestly, she'd have people eyes and bats into something in that small room. Yeah, but Mr. Wright didn't have a motive to hit the victim. Her personality, but the same testimony. believe you have her where you want her, Justice. The circumstances have changed, yet her testimony has not, and that means there's gotta be a contradiction in there. What? I found a car like supposed to, and right lost the last guy like supposed to, somebody searched him. Searched him, so I picked up a wall and swung it. So, everything went according to plan. Exactly. And the 5th ace came up, so it's obvious the switch went off without a hitch. Once the extra card was found in his pocket, Wright would be forever known as a cheat and a fraud. Or worse than known as, I suppose. Tell us what happened with the search. And the card was gone. The trap failed. Wait, isn't that a little odd? Well, what's odd? He searched Mr. Wright thoroughly and found nothing, which means he didn't cheat, which means he had no reason to strike the victim. Well, what was that just now? I sensed something. Something's wrong, Mr. Justice. No, nothing, Your Honor. What to do? Should I press her a little harder? Yeah. Miss O'Reilly, you're hiding something. What are you talking about? You? Me? Quick fingers O'Reilly? Defense will refrain from baseless accusations. I have one question for the witness then. Say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true? Of course it's true. I did see it. Honest. I saw it when Wright hit him. With my own eyes. I saw it. What's this weird vibe I'm getting? That witness, for instance, Ms. O'Reilly, she would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? Touching her neck, was it? Whoa, what's going on? The sensation coming into focus. There, that twitch, it's so clear. Like I can perceive her habit, like I couldn't before. Proceed. Gotcha! Ms. O'Reilly, perhaps you are unaware of this yourself. Unaware of what? Whenever you get to a certain part of your testimony, you touch the back of your neck with your left hand. My neck? So what? Well, indeed, Justice. I hadn't noticed anything of the sort. When she says that part of the testimony, she's subconsciously recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory and she touches her neck. I'm sure of it. A memory? Would someone care to explain what he's babbling about? It's highly unusual, but let's ask the defense. We claim the witness is remembering something. Maybe you have evidence of this memory to show us? Her habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. It won't remind her of the moment of the crime. Is it really? Whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. And thus it happens when you think about the moment of the crime. There must be some reason behind this habit of yours. I believe the weapon that left an irreplaceable impression on your neck is this. Wait, the weapon? Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her neck. It reminds us more of that moment than this bottle, the murder weapon. But something doesn't fit. We're only the witness to the crime. Why would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain? What's he talking about now? It was Mr. Smith, the victim, who was hit. Not you. This is cross-examination, not a cross-wild conjecture. The witness's habits, they're completely irrelevant. Justice, I'll admit I'm not a bit confused myself. is certainly a unique cross-examination. I'll explain later, just trust me. Now's our only chance to break her. Ms. O'Reilly, please testify in detail about the moment of the crime. The very moment. Yeah, I know. I am knowing nothing. We know you're not Russian. Witness will testify, please. Now. Ah, fine. He's the one who did it. I wouldn't let him out my sight until the cops got there. Wait, but... the phone! Ms. O'Reilly, we have a record here that clearly contradicts what you said. It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant. And we know that the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made that phone call from the first floor of the Borscht Bowl Club. Ah! So, explain how you kept your eyes on the defendant when he left the room entirely. Father. The man who picked up a bottle and swung it that night wasn't the defendant. Showdown time. You dirty cheat! Check his pockets now! It's gone! The card's gone! You lose. Ugh. Just then, Smith grabbed the ball from next to Wright, and he hit me! You! Some master cheating you turned out to be! I came to. The victim was already dead, is that it? That's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If it came out that I was in league with Smith, I'd be a suspect for sure. Well, where does this leave us? This is madness. I'm dreaming. It must have been me who was hit with the bottle, and I'm just imagining all this. Here's our prosecution is at his wit's end, and frankly, I can't blame him. Mr. Gavin, what do you think about this turn of events? Mr. Gavin? Sir? I believe that, as a defense in this case, we are compelled to call Ms. O'Reilly a big fat liar. What? We were in that room that night of the murder, defendant, victim, and her. And she has a motive. A motive? Her plot foiled, the witness got into an argument with her client, Mr. Smith. And the announcement of that argument was murder. What? I'm no killer. It's a trap. Someone's trying to frame me. What tangled webs we weave when we practice to deceive. What tangled we catch ourselves in the process. Mr. Wright! Such a hasty conclusion. It's not like you, Christoph Gavin. Oh, what are you saying? Oh, why not consider the other possibility? That there was another person in the room at the time of the murder. Right, like Mr. Wright was saying before reset. A single card was swapped into the victim's hand after the murder. And who only saw the card didn't know two colors for the cards were being used. A fourth person. Ah, this theory again. Your fourth person doesn't exist. Indeed. That's why I decided to bring this case to court. Here, where there's no escape and no chance for deception. The perfect place to catch the real criminal. The real criminal! And we're in luck. Clues. The real criminal's identity was kindly provided for us. And we're at the beginning of the trial, no less. What? Apollo, perhaps you know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Remember what I said. The fourth person who swapped the cards made one critical error. They weren't considering the color on the backs of the cards. Right. But how could such an obvious mistake occur? Cards used for the last game were red. Yet, there's one person here, in our court, who thought those cards were blue. Yeah, I had that impression too, but why? Well, Apollo, I think you can figure out who it was. It's not me, I swear! Who is this fourth person? I always get thrown on the spot like this. Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it? Who thought the cards used in the final game were blue? I feel like it was him, wasn't it?
Take that!
I feel like it was Apollo. Do you seriously think that? I think I'm seriously confused. I'm seriously sorry. Go. It can't be helped. I almost missed it myself. But it can do anyone good to turn their eyes away from the truth. Does it? First off, that was my other guess. Eh? Mr. Gavin? You don't mean... First off, Gavin, you were the fourth person that night. Of course, Mr. Gavin knows the color of the cards. How would he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is black and white. I can't tell which of the cards are blue, the ones on the floor or the table. Look! You can see the colors in this photo. Yes, but when he said the cards were blue, it was well before this evidence came to light. It's true the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim, yet it was only that, a game in the purest sense. Competition, Your Honor. Competition? Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flame. God, of course. No, it's final outcome. Well, Kristoff? Mr. Gavin? Mr. Gavin! Is something the matter? No, nothing. Excuse me, it was just so sudden. Right? You aren't seriously accusing me, are you? Oh, Kristoff. You know, even I'd never take a joke this far. This has gone beyond ridiculous, beyond dumb. This is insanity. Accusing his own defense attorney of murder? I assure you, I'm quite sane. What possible connection could Mr. Gavin have to the victim? I wasn't aware that I had a connection to Mr. Smith either. Yes, but Mr. Gavin and the victim have never even met! Well, what if they have? Huh? There is a possibility, after all. They may have met that night before the game started. What are you suggesting? Is this the truth Mr. Wright was saying silent about? One thing to do. Mr. Wright, the defense would like to request that you testify to the court.
Objection!
Defense would like to request no such thing. Mr. Gavin? Testimonies must relate to the case. How can anything happening before the game of poker be related? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Gavin. As I explained before, the defense believes that Ms. Really? And I assume you speak for Mr. Justice in this? He is the defense, not you. Mr. Justice, the matter of Mr. Wright's testimony is up to you. Okay. In your opinion, you hear Mr. Wright's testimony? Okay. This was Mr. Wright's strategy. He was planning this all along. And I intend to see it through. Defense would like to request that Mr. Wright testify to the court. It's true, Justice. You would betray me, your teacher? I'm sorry, Mr. Gavin. This isn't about loyalty. This is about the truth. Very well. The defendant, Mr. Wright, will take the stand. Please. Appetite for murder. That evening, Kristoff and I had dinner. We sat at the table in this photograph. Jay Smith walked in 5 minutes after Kristoff left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. The girl was knocked out cold, and Smith was uncontrollable. Left to call the police. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. That's when I made another phone call to defense attorney Gavin. Mr. Gavin! You were the Porsche Bull Club the night of the murder? I dealt with him rather frequently. And he talked to the defendant on the phone directly after the murder? Quite against my will, I had become involved in the murder. I thought I might be in need of a lawyer, so I called him. You were planning this all along, weren't you? Great. It's because you want to drag me into your little murder trial. The only thing I want is the truth. As it did back then. And now. My office was doing you a favor when we took on your defense. It appears that I was wrong. I've refilled my water. Very well, the witness may cross-examine the witness. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Justice? Sir? He's lying, and you're going to expose him. Understood, sir? Mr. Gavin versus Mr. Wright, this can't end well. I gotta have a normal trial. Appetite before murder. Kristoff and I dinner we sat at the table in this photograph. It Smith walked in 5 minutes after Kristoff left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. The girl was not hot cold, Smith was uncontrollable. I left to call the police. Returning, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. And another phone call. That's on the dinner bit. You had dinner with Mr. Gavin? Yes, he dines with me at Porsche Bull Club quite frequently. We're enjoying a usual dinner at a usual spot. As usual? Usual? I was at the table closest to the piano. I see. Where Mr. Smith was sitting. Both plates and such on the table were from your dinner. Indeed. Another remnants of my meal with Kristoff. We dined for 2 hours, then Kristoff left. After that... Smith walked in 5 minutes after Kristoff left. That failed. Smith hit the witness. With the call police and returned blood streaming from Kyle's forehead.
Hold it!
Can you explain why you called Mr. Gavin? I've obviously gotten involved in a rather sticky affair. I figured Kristoff's losses will give you a friend rate for my defense fees. How do you intend to pay? Oh, I'll pay in full, Kristoff. It was I who got you involved after all. We find the price of your defense quite high, my good friend. Quite high. Is this the truth that Mr. Wright was talking about? Justice, you know what you have to do? He's lying. Expose him. Now. Yes, sir. What's Mr. Wright trying to tell me with his testimony? There has to be in there somewhere. But the hat was on, wasn't it?
Hold it!
And when you returned, the victim was already dead. Yes. I'll admit, I was a little startled when I walked in. A little? He was bleeding from his forehead, after all. Guess I'd be startled too if I walked in on a scene like that. You made the call to the police from the first floor of the restaurant, correct? Exactly. Cell phones don't get signal down in the hideout. Was anyone else on the first floor at that time? Not a soul. It was in the middle of the night, after all. So there, in the darkened restaurant, I called the cops. Making the call, I returned to the hideout. It didn't seem right to leave the injured waitress alone. Walked in. 5 minutes? So the two of them could have passed in the restaurant during that time. That would have been a fateful encounter, to be sure. Oh, Mr. Wright, what was it you said? Christoph Gavin or Shady Smith may have met. I believe I did say that. Here, I was all nervous about this meeting, and now we hear that they just passed in the hall. It does seem a little weak as pretense for murder. Oh, would be if that were all that really happened. Come on, Mr. Wright. What are you hiding this time? That failed. Oh my god. Wait. What about the phone?
Objection!
No, not it. Didn't go so well. I made a phone call.
Hold it!
Did we do this? Yeah, we did this one.
Hold it!
My trap failed? About this failed trap. This is the same trap that Miss Olga Orly mentioned. The plan was simple, elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. I was to plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When their hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search Wright. He would then pull out the planted card and the trap would snap shut. You swap the cards. Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces. Yes, a harmless prank in essence. It was by a quirk of fate that I happened to discover it. Quirk? I happened to put my hand in my pocket and found the card. The card she planted! Yes, I snuck a peek at it and found it was the 5 of hearts. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the card before the game. Disposed? Where? There's an empty bottle of grape juice that I've been drinking right beside me. I threw the card inside the bottle. Empty bottle of grape juice? The murder weapon! Yes, I rolled it up and shoved it in. The colored glass makes it hard to see. A battle of wits between the deceiver and the would-be deceived. Sounds like terrific drama. Card inside the murder weapon? That's strange. Did the police miss it in their investigation? Maybe I'll take a look. Mr. Wright, the poker head of courtroom number 3 approves of this battle of wits. Please revise your testimony with this new information. So what is the card in the bottle? What if I... Wait, but yeah, that's why we have his prints on it, right? What does not contradict it? I'm just presenting it as like, hey,
Hold it!
Why in the bottle? I perceived my opponent's intent immediately. I understand entrapment. You see, I knew it was coming. Ho ho, so you struck first. I like that. I know every trick in the book. They don't work on me. At least when you get lucky and stick your hand in your pocket, they don't. Trying to go stream from my card.
Hold it!
Return the victim was already dead, yes. I'll admit, I was a little startled when I walked in. Right. Where am I going from here? Oh! Like, it has to do something with that new line, right? I'm so lost right now.
Objection!
Present this. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. The evidence and statement now are just now related. They aren't. No! Wait, but picture, so it's a blue card on top. Is that it?
Objection!
My name is clearly faulty. Nothing faulty. No! Stop penalizing me!
Objection!
Okay, I guess that was it with the black and white photo of the streaming. My attorney was, yeah, they were streaming from a Kala's forehead, but okay, yeah, so was that one. Try if I may? Yes. Take a look at this photograph of the crime scene. See the victim here? He's wearing a hat. I want to think you could see blood on his forehead. Good point. Justice? Next time you point out an inconsistency, put a little more oomph into it. Mr. Wright, can you explain this to the court? Ah, I forgot to mention something. I was the one who put that hat on his head. Eh? You? You put the hat on the dead man's head? He wore it through our entire poker game. After calling the police, when I returned to the scene, his head was in full view. Shining bright, just like in this photograph. And I picked his hat up off the floor and put it on his head. Why'd you do a thing like that? All I can say is, I'm sorry. That's the only thing I touched at the crime scene. So, Ms. O really didn't see it? It's being the victim's or his head. I think not. She was out cold. I believe I was the only one who witnessed his head. Ah, here we go again. Mr. Gavin? Pardon. This seems like our client's determined to lie his way through this case. Hey, he's still our client, isn't he? In any case, please continue the cross-examination. I'm afraid the decisive contradictions call for decisive evidence. Oh. Push him harder, Justice. Break him. It's you and the witness in the ring. Go for the KO. Ugh. I get a feeling we're not on our client's side anymore. And then I was set at the... I pressed it again. Oh God. I'm just right back where I was. Nothing's changed. If I do this, it's probably gonna be like, no, it's not right.
Objection!
Autopsy report? What do you think about the witness's statement? I'm not sure what I call you. Oh. It's not very sure. Objection overruled. Ow. I think that were many points. Enough, I see no need to further prolong this trial. The defense's case is insufficient to overturn the prosecution's claim. Our defendant, Phoenix Wright. Guilty. And will surrender himself to the court's care, to undergo a regular trial at High Court within a month's time. Or is adjourned. Did I get a retry? Retry from this scene. Okay, is that just right where I left it? Because I still don't know where I'm going with it.
Objection!
Present the hand. Nope. Try the bottle again. No. Go into details on the bottle. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's empty. The bottle is completely empty. Okay, I had to go into this mode. Okay, that's what I was missing. Let's
Objection!
Now that it's inspected it, that it's empty. See, nothing faulty. What do you mean? Oh, because I was on the wrong line. Present. Bills. Completely empty. Put those here. Working out? Okay, I was just on the wrong line. Mr. Wright, if I may. Yes. I examined the bottle and I don't see any card in here. No? What, Mr. Wright? Surely Delta dies and all you have to say for yourself. Can't say I know what happened to the card. I had to put it in that bottle, however. Huh? Perhaps a fifth person came and took it out. Oh, and a sixth person could have helped. Mr. Wright is your client. My apologies, Your Honor. Won't have you disparaging our investigation either. We looked inside that bottle. There was nothing. What's going on? Mr. Wright hoodwinking us again? Or did the card just disappear? Well, that's enough of that. Mr. Gavin? This witness's testimony is more like a travesty. It's riddled with lies. I'm beginning to see how you came to lose your attorney's badge 7 years ago. Well, you certainly have a unique way of treating your clients, Kristoff. Never knew. I believe it was you who threw the first stone. Mr. Wright, if you intend to tell the truth about this case, it's now or never. Don't be misled. I haven't told a single lie here. Eh? When I noticed the trap, I put the card in the bottle to dispose of it. When I put the hat on the victim's head, let's just say I had a reason for doing that as well. A reason? That reason is right here. Your cell phone? At night? Recall that I spoke with defense attorney Gavin after calling the police. Just in case I recorded their conversation. What's this? Now that we're all here, I see no reason why I shouldn't play it back for the court. Kristoff, I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Was this game not going well? Something like that. Gentleman who challenged you, he turned out to be good. Turned out to be dead. Someone hit him hard. You mean someone cracked that flawless bone china pot? It wasn't you, was it? Me? Please, the cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that. Bone china okay. I was not crazy, it was a typo. Bone china plate? Some kind of porcelain, very smooth and shiny, and not plate, but pot. No, it wasn't a typo. I believe he was referring to a certain gentleman's balding forehead. The court appreciates the defendant's discretion in not indicating my head forehead. Wait a second. Something's not right about that phone call. So after Mr. Gavin ate dinner with you, he left the Borscht Bull Club? Most certainly. Then how did he know? When did he see this bone china pot? Oh, that's right. Yes. That was when I began to see my good friend in a different light. Troubled, I returned to the crime scene. When I spotted Mr. Spitz's head again, I realized exactly what was wrong. Well, Mr. Gavin, the stage has been set. Perhaps you would like to explain this to the court. Exactly how did you come by your privileged knowledge of the victim's head? So, this is your reason. Reason why you put the victim's hat back on. To your point, Mr. Gavin. It's come down to this, has its Phoenix Wright. Order! I will have order! Mr. Payne! Yes, Your Honor! I believe this court has been left with no other choice. Are you prepared to hear defense attorney Gavin's testimony? Very well. We'll break for 10 minutes. Which Mr. Gavin will take the stand for a cross-examination. We all clear on that? Crystal clear, Your Honor. Very well. This will be the final recess of the day. Another recess? Well, I think recesses are a good point to call it good. Or something. So thank you for watching. Oh my gosh, that could have gone so much better. Fine. Save it there. I know we're about to end the chapter or whatever, but it's fine. But we'll save it. Thank you for watching. We will, I guess, wrap this up next time. It might be short next time, but it's fine. Is fine. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Capcom Creators, for the code. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps her keep being content like this and more. Find links for that in the description below. Excuse me. Along with links to be on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!